It's about damn time. It's about damn time.
I think I watched today's Boruto episode like 5 different times already. That's how good today's Boruto episode was. Man, Boruto episode 189, which adapted chapter 25, which is titled Residence from the Boruto manga, it was so fire. This fight, for some reason, just hit different. Obviously, if you had seen my last video or if you've been hearing about the speculation, this episode was supposed to be on par or if not better than episode 65. And the fact that it was at that level, oh my goodness, this episode went crazy. I still cannot believe that we got a fight like this, considering that it was only KAWAKI fighting, and yes, it went crazy, but it's like this fight compared to the future fights in the Boruto manga, they're not even up to that scale. This fight is not even up to scale to future fights which have way higher stakes. Characters are literally put in life and death situations which would change the entire series. Like, of course, this was a pretty crazy fight, but the fact that they animated this fight so well makes you think just how good future fights will be once the Boruto manga gets adapted further into the anime. And it's like, wow. And I gotta say, KAWAKI went off, and this is why KAWAKI is my favorite character in the Boruto anime. This guy went crazy in today's episode, man. KAWAKI vs Gato, I knew the anime would expand this fight, but the fact that they literally had this fight for the entire episode, like, it is so impressive, because in the Boruto manga, this fight only lasted about half a chapter. It wasn't that much, but in this episode, they really expanded this fight to the point where it's like, damn, they was boxing for an entire episode, 23 minutes of straight boxing, and I'm all here for that, man. I wish Boruto was like that more. However, these fights that we've been getting, we've been eating. Like, Boruto fans have been eating, and Boruto haters have been getting louder. I'll talk about that a little bit later, but in today's Boruto episode, KAWAKI went insane. And what's so crazy about this fight is that KAWAKI, he wasn't using any ninjutsu. We don't know if he has chakra, we don't know if he even knows what chakra is, but the fact that he was doing all of these attacks and moves against Gato with just pure raw strength, now that is insane. That shows you just how adept KAWAKI is when it comes to hand-to-hand combat. However, the anime really showed just how strong KAWAKI is, even without the karma seal, because for a majority of this fight, for I would say about 75 to 80% of this fight, KAWAKI was not using the karma seal. He was literally in quote-unquote base form, using the scientific tech on his arms. Like, this man was going off against Gato, and I'm not gonna lie, this fight was so good. Like, the animators who animated Boruto episode 65 claimed that this episode was supposed to be better, and you know, there's been a lot of debate among the Boruto community, among Boruto fans, on which episode was better, either Boruto episode 189 or Boruto episode 65, and for me, at least in my personal opinion, I still do think that Boruto episode 65 is better. However, that does not mean Boruto episode 189 is bad in any way either, because Boruto episode 189, it's right there. It's literally on par with Boruto episode 65. I would put episode 65 a little bit higher solely because that Momoshiki fight was crazy. Like, that choreography, Naruto and Sasuke going crazy, Boruto kill Momoshiki in the end, that was a perfect 10 out of 10. And also, this episode was a 10 out of 10. I stopped doing ratings on my videos when it comes to manga and episode reviews, but just for this episode alone, this is easily a 10 out of 10. Like, you gotta watch this episode, man, because I watched this episode at least a good 5 times, man. When it comes to this episode, I'm like, just, my mouth was on the floor, man. I couldn't believe what I was watching. I woke up at like 5 a.m. to watch this episode. I went back to sleep and I woke up to watch it again. That's how good that episode was. Hence why this video is going to come out a little bit later than usual. They really outdid the manga here, showing just how strong KAWAKI is. My favorite part of this fight is when KAWAKI, he kind of did what Levi did from Attack on Titan. He went left, right, like he did some Beyblade shit that like Levi would do back in Attack on Titan. Like, that shit was so hard, man. Like, I cannot believe the anime went this hard. And like I said, I told you guys this episode was gonna go crazy, and there were some references to this fight. So like I said in my last video, the person who animated Kakashi vs Obito also also animated Kawaki vs Garo. And in this fight between Kawaki versus Garo, there is a moment where Kawaki literally does what Kakashi does against Obito. I think Kakashi threw Obito on the ground and they did a flip. That's what Kawaki did against Garo. So I really like that reference that they did from Shippuden. They definitely went off with this episode, man, and oh, like the Kawaki's voice actor delivered. Shout out Fushiguro from Jujutsu Kaisen, that's also his voice actor as well. Kawaki is without a doubt my favorite character in the series. This man is so busted, and the fact that he wasn't using any ninjutsu, he was just using pure taijutsu, pure hands on some Rock Lee shit. And what makes it different is that he's not really using it with finesse, it's just raw power. And it's so interesting to watch because we don't really see this among, you know, new gen characters in the Boruto anime. And of course, just like every inner member of the Kata organization, he is modded with scientific ninja tech onto his body, which does give him some crazy enhancements, and he has crazy healing abilities, especially after he activated his Karma Seal. The wounds that Garo gave to Kawaki, they were healed instantly. And bro, that walk when Kawaki activated his Karma Seal, walking toward Garo, that shit was menacing as hell. Kawaki activated his Karma Seal, he was absorbing all of Garo's ki blast like it was from Dragon Ball Z or something, and Garo was shitting his pants. He couldn't move, he was literally stuck in position. He was so scared. Like, you know, I kind of felt bad. I'm like, yo, don't kill this guy, but Kawaki gave no fucks, man. This man went stupid. This man blew him up. Like, it's crazy. And also, I do want to note, when Kawaki uses his Karma Seal, Boruto's Karma Seal awakens, which shows you that both of their Karma Seals, they resonate with each other. There is a resonance which Kashin Koji does denote while watching this fight, and this is why Kashin Koji is like, yeah, that's why Jigen is so obsessed with Kawaki. This power is insane. And Kashin Koji, he's saying like, I need more intel. What does the karma do? I wish every episode would look like this, but when it comes to the Boruto and Naruto anime, it's a weekly anime. It's not like Jujutsu Kaisen or Attack on Titan. You can't make every episode look good. It's humanly impossible. You can't put your budget into every single episode, or you're just gonna run out of money. You're gonna overwork your workers. You can't do that for your studio. So of course, I get why every episode is not like that. I do want to reiterate that it's not possible to make every episode to look like that. The only way to make it look like that is if the anime was seasonal, which, you know, that really isn't a good idea considering there's some plot holes in the manga which need to be expanded on and filled in the anime, which they've been doing perfectly. So I really enjoyed today's episode. It was so fire. And after Kawaki destroyed Garo, Kawaki's body did overheat. Katasuke did state that Kawaki's entire body is modded with scientific ninja tech. Kawaki's body, it did overheat since the scientific ninja tech in his body, it was overused. We saw this with Garo as well. When Garo was fighting Kawaki, after Kawaki awakened his Karma Seal, Garo was spamming those ki blasts. Like, he overheated to the point where he couldn't shoot any ki blasts anymore. Yo, this episode was amazing. You guys gotta watch this episode. All I gotta say is, wow, this episode easily top 2 best fights in the Boruto anime. Maybe even the best. I've seen some people make that statement. If you think so, that's respectable, but I still put the Momoshiki fight over it. This episode was amazing. Easily 10 out of 10. Obviously, next episode is not gonna look nowhere near as good as this one, so don't really expect anything crazy. We're not getting anything fighting. We're going back to the traditional outsourced episodes of the Boruto anime, which, you know, I don't really mind. We just came off a crazy battle, because in the Boruto manga, after this fight between Kawaki and Garo, there is one insane fight in the Boruto manga that happens only a couple chapters after, so I'm wondering when that fight will happen. So now that I got my review out of the way, let's talk about it. Boruto haters, what's up? Why y'all hating, bro? Like, I feel like every time there's a good Boruto episode, y'all always the loudest ones to speak. Like, I don't get it. Like, why? Like, if you don't like Boruto, that's cool. Like, it's all good. Like, that's your opinion. Obviously, Boruto's not for everyone. Obviously, with the new themes, not many people like it. Some people love it, some people hate it. That's cool. I respect that. If you don't like Boruto for these reasons, that's fine. If you don't like the anime, that's cool. But I just feel like every time there's a good episode with Boruto, every time there's a crazy one, which has been happening very frequently, literally every 5 to 10 episodes, there has been a crazy Boruto episode. Like, for the past 60 episodes, every 5 to 10 episodes, there has been a crazy fight or a crazy moment in each of these episodes, and every time it happens, and every time Boruto goes trending, especially on Twitter, these motherfuckers are so loud. Like, what's up? Like, why are y'all so angry? Like, if you don't like it, that's cool, but just ignore it, man. Like, y'all are pushing this fake agenda that everything is filler, everything is trash, there's only 2 good fights in the series. series. Like, people still think that Naruto and Sasuke versus Momoshiki is the only good fight in Boruto. Like, you're not watching if you think that, man. The last 60 episodes have been going crazy. Like, we're not gonna act like we didn't have the Urashiki fight, the two Deepa fights, the Ao fight, the Kashin Koji fight, the Shoujoji fight, Sakura versus Sarada in training, Boruto versus Shoujoji in training. Like, there was some pretty good fights so far. Like, Naruto versus Boruto, like, there's been some pretty good fights in the last, I don't know, 60 episodes, and the fact that y'all are still claiming that there's only one good fight in Boruto, like, you're not watching, bro. Like, what's up? Like, why are Boruto haters so loud today? I think it's because it's a good episode, and we're gonna see more of this shit, man, and I'm kind of tired. I'm tired of being humble. I'll continue to, you know, push this agenda, push this series without trying to be salty. I don't want to gatekeep either. I know people are gonna be coming back to the anime, and that's cool. If you're coming back, that's great. Good job. I'm hoping you stay and watch the anime more, but, you know, I'm just saying, Boruto haters are loud today. What's up? Like, I'm not gonna edit this part. I don't care. It's just like, come on, bro. Like, I've been on Twitter, bro. People are just as loud as the fans. It's like, god damn, let the fans eat, bro. Like, I don't get it. Like, it's like people want to keep Boruto as like this trash series when it's not. Like, yeah, there's some bad moments, there's some low moments, but when we get like crazy moments, which has been happening frequently, it's like, holy shit, people are so loud. It's like, if you don't like Boruto, that's cool, but damn, let people eat. Like, that's the problem with being a Boruto fan, man. It's hard to be humble. It's very hard, but, you know, obviously with the slander, mostly just ignore it. That's what I would do. You know, obviously if some people are just spreading misinformation like, oh, the anime is 80% filler, when Kodachi and Kishimoto literally stated that every episode is 100% canon, you can go correct them, but try to be humble, man. I'm trying my best to stay humble, of course, but it's starting to become a little bit difficult because some of these people are really getting on my nerves, man. And it's like, god damn, what's up? Like, every time there's a good episode, which has been happening frequently, almost week to week now, every time Boruto is trending, people are loud as hell. And it's like, damn, what's up? Like, why are you so mad? Like, let people enjoy. So much Boruto slander coming out today just because of this episode. Every time there's a good episode, the haters are screaming, man. Let me know what you think about this episode. Do you think this is the best fight in the Boruto anime? What would you rate this episode out of 10? I'm pretty sure everyone's saying 10 out of 10, but let me know in the comment section below because this was easily top 2 best fights in the Boruto anime, man. And let me know what you think about this in the comment section below. So if you like this video, hit that like button, subscribe, hit the bell as well, and have a good day. Peace.